3:41 p.m., July 16th, 2025. I had to move over to one of my parents' other acreages to sleep because I kept hitting with energy attacks at the half mile north of Fairbank. Then I moved over to my parents, and my mother had people coming over for coffee. She does that every Tuesday. And then I moved over here, and they were still hitting me. It hit me all day with energy attacks. I've been trying to sleep all day. Number one, this is for youtube.com/@ WADEALANHEINEMAN. And I had a tag on this, which is gone again. As you can see, the little ring there. I had a tag for that from the E&A Motors, which I had found again and put it on there, and now it's gone again. I've never been a smoker. I've never been a pot smoker. They've been trying to indicate that, I have, some history of smoking. No, I do not. And I haven't talked to my brother since 2017. It was indicated I was doing something for my brother or against my brother or something. No, I haven't talked to him since 2017. I despise him. He rents the ground. He rents the farm ground, the fields around the acreage that I'm at right now, but he does not own the ground. He does not own the acreage. My father owns the acreage. So, and I have not taken any rocks off this area or any place that my brother owns, if he's trying to claim so. My brother's never had any financial interest in me or he's never loaned me any money. I've never stolen anything from him. So if my brother's trying to claim anything like that, he is making false claims, and I'd like him to be arrested for it. I have never done anything to my brother that way, and we've never been intertwined financially, and I've never taken any stones off properties rented or owned. I take it off half mile north of Fairbank. He's never rented or owned that place. That's my parents' place. My parents, Jerry and Lois, who are 84 and 83 at the Red and White Barn Home. Never called anyone else my parents, and there are people that pretend to be my family around here that aren't my family, and my son has never been around the Fairbank area. So whoever's claiming to be my, quote, master is lying. I don't have a master other than the creator of the universe, creator of galaxies and all existence. That'd be my only master. Anyone else trying to call me their master is a lying thief that is using some stage lie connection to me in order to steal valuable stones from me and try and claim that I gave them to them or that I found them for them or I work for them in some way. I don't work for anybody in that way. They are liars. They are thieves. They are frauds, staging lies in order to seem like they have some connection to me. They don't have. None. You can see my 10.7-inch hand. Scarred fingers. There's my arm. And my legs down here. I had my shoes off, and I have a blanket down there I put my feet on to try and get them up off the floorboard so I don't get hit with energy attacks as much. There's my rocks again. Valuable stones. Not the ones that I took pictures of at my parents'. And if anybody's trying to claim those stones at my parents', those are my stones. Or those are the ones I found in the field in March of 2024. So if anybody's trying to claim them, they're the ones I found in my parents' property, and I get a 50-50 split when they're sold. Nobody else gets any money from them. And if my brother's coming up with valuable stones, he never knew anything about valuable stones, and this property doesn't have them, like the one over half a mile north of Fairbank does. This property is not near a river, so it's not been deposited like the one half mile north of Fairbank. So if my brother's, trying to claim any connection to any of the stones, he is stealing them. He's helping steal them with other people. I don't know who would be helping him, but it's not him breaking into my vehicle. July 16th, 2025. July 16th, 2025. 3:41 p.m. Trying to sleep all day. They've been hitting me with energy attack torture all day for whatever reason. This phone seems a little wider, but I don't know. I never know if my perception, and I don't know when they would have switched it because I was asleep at my parents'. I was asleep half mile north of Fairbank on and off. I cannot establish a sleep pattern when I keep hitting me with energy attacks. It ruins my circadian rhythms, which is what governs your sleep patterns. So they're hitting me with energy attacks, destroys my sleep pattern. So if they're expecting me to get some kind of sleep pattern going, you can't do that when you destroy it with energy attacks. That is what destroys your circadian rhythms. So these idiots that use surveillance are the ones responsible for hitting me with energy attacks, and they're destroying my circadian rhythms, my ability to sleep. They're torturing me. They're cooking my flesh, making my feet, legs, and gut swell out, and they are rotten, the most rotten type of people there are to torture someone. Someone that tortures someone is the most rotten type of human, or you're not really a human. They're just lower than that, lower than a human, lower than an animal. They're a torturer. That there's nothing lower than that. As I keep saying, Netanyahu has an obsidian soul because he doesn't care about blowing up children or children suffering or children burning alive and with his bombs. He doesn't care. He has no fucking soul, I don't think. I think it's flown away a long time ago, maybe when he was a child, because that guy has no soul. Or it's, like I said, an obsidian soul. Like a black glass. That's what obsidian is. Comes from a volcano, forms from a volcano. That would be his soul if he has one. And that's my only social media, x.com/WADS2ND. Arrest Netanyahu, get Israel out of illegally occupied territory, Gaza and West Bank. They don't belong there. They're not defending themselves in all of the activity they've done since October 6th. And October 6th was never the start of the conflict between Palestine and Israel. And Israel has killed about close to 10,000 people between the year 2000 and the year 2022 when the October 6th thing happened in 2023. So they have no claim to defending themselves when the other side doesn't even have a military or anything. They're just murdering people. So I've been hit with energy attacks all day, torture. Didn't do anything wrong. I've been by myself the whole time as usual. I've never tried to contact a child in my life. Never raped a child, which was indicated. They're trying to, do this to me while there's a big cover-up going on in the Jeffrey Epstein case. An innocent man, somebody's trying to frame or stage lies against me. And it always seems to happen when I show something, I have something valuable. Imagine that, these people, coordinate their efforts when they find out I have something valuable and rottenly trying to make it seem like I did something wrong that I did not. And I never, again, will stress, I never had any connection to or any physical contact with any relative of any kind, even adopted. It was indicated my niece Elizabeth. Who knows if it's actually my niece Elizabeth that would be saying anything, or if it would be some criminal pretending to be my niece Elizabeth. She's an adult now, like most of mine. Any of my cousins' kids would be adults now, so most of them. I don't even know the ones that aren't, so never met the ones that aren't. So, signing off. Again, youtube.com/@WADEALANHEINEMNMN. And I haven't done anything to any of my brother's equipment that he parks on my father's property on the acreage that he rents the farmland around either. So if he's trying to my brother's trying to make any false claims whatsoever, he's the liar, not me.